What are your accomplishments that you will look back on in 2023 and say, wow, I can't believe we did that?
Well, it's hard to identify one thing, but I will tell you that I'm really proud we were able to codify reproductive rights and get the old zombie law off the book and actually expand access for women to reproductive health care, ensuring that our civil rights law protects the LGBTQ plus community, our common sense gun safety measures like background checks and secure storage and red flag laws were really important. I gotta tell you, the 1.4 million Michigan public school students who are now getting free breakfast and lunch, that's a game changer. As I've talked to superintendents and families, I know that that's something meaningful. And then $1 billion of tax relief. Like, we're lowering costs, but also we're growing our economy with these record investments in batteries and onshoring supply chains. So I feel really proud about each of those, and I'm sure there's a whole bunch of other stuff I forgot.
Well, it's great that we have been able to accomplish so much for the people of Michigan. I'm super proud of the progress that we've made in making Michigan a leader in how we're responding to the climate crisis, doing so that it's mindful of the natural resources that we're blessed to steward in Michigan, but also doing so in a way that will save people money. We're talking at least $145 in saving on people's energy bills. That's going to be a game changer for people just at a time when things are so expensive. The more money we can put in people's pockets, the better. And doing so in a way that also helps save the planet, also has Michigan be a leader in this space. I'm very proud of that progress.
Yeah, and then it's no secret that 2024 should be a big year in elections and just in general, right? What are some of your top priorities for that year?
Well, I think we'll start off with the State of the State next month, and then I'll introduce the budget in February. Those are both really important moments to articulate kind of what the vision is, but also to show where we spend our money. That's what really tells you what our priorities are. So you won't be surprised to see us focusing on the dinner table issues: infrastructure, education, skills attainment, making sure that we're streamlining things for these clean energy jobs so that we can move fast, working with our employers and potential future investors in Michigan by building an economy and economic development tools. All these things are going to be very important as we continue this work into next year.
I think we're going to continue to accelerate the progress that we've made. There's still opportunities for people to save money. There's still opportunities for people to first invest in people's education. The fact that we have so many Michiganders who are taking advantage of the Michigan Achievement Scholarship, for example. We want to make sure that every student graduating high school this next year is able to do that, because when college is more affordable, you have a better chance of getting a degree, a better chance of raising your household income, and improving your quality of life. And people do that in the state of Michigan, it's going to make a difference for our economy in a huge way.
So we've got a temporary tie in the House. It's 54-54, two special elections that I've called. Primaries are in January, general elections are in April, and then the House will be back to full throttle. So it is a temporary tie, I think, but we'll see. The voters will be the ones to make that determination. Oh yeah, we expect everyone to keep showing up for work and keep getting things done, and I'm confident that we will. Speaker Joe Tate, Senate Majority Leader Winnie Brinks have been great leaders and partners, and a couple of members missing, a couple of open seats doesn't slow down the work.
Sounds great. And then moving to more of a federal stance with Stabenow and Kildee retiring, how involved do you want to get in the presidential elections, seeing that happen?
Well, it's another high stakes election. We, I think, are going to have a stark contrast. If current polls tell you anything, it'll probably be a rematch of the last presidential, and I think very stark views of where we should be as a nation. Got a president who I think has got a really impressive record and a strong economy to run on, and a former president who is, the agenda appears to be settling grudges. So we'll see how it all plays out, but I do think when you say focus on the fundamentals, the American people appreciate that, and that's what they need, and I think that's what the president has delivered.
What's certainly true is Michigan is an important state. It's an important state nationally, and we're going to want candidates to make sure they're paying attention to the issues of the people of Michigan. And so Governor Whitmer and I, we've stayed focused on that. We think we've delivered in a way that others should look to for guidance on how they should think about approaching the issues for the people that they serve. And so we look forward to certainly engaging Michiganders in conversations about what makes Michigan successful, and I think that'll translate to what needs to happen at the federal level also.
Knowing Christmas is coming up and New Year's as well, what are some of your family traditions that you guys have always had or you guys want to share?
All right. hot chocolate, and card games. So I'm excited. We'll be playing a lot of euchre and a game called Oh Hell that my whole family loves to play.
It's funny you said card games. I just taught my daughter how to shuffle cards. My oldest daughter, so she's really enjoying like figuring out all the dexterity to do it that. But you know, my kids like playing foosball all of a sudden. So like finding places to play foosball has been something they've enjoyed.
Maybe Santa needs to bring a foosball table.
We'll talk to him about that.
Yeah. All right. Well, I appreciate you guys' time.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Happy
Happy
holidays.